Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, there goes the He-Man movie. Variety has an article doing a little bit of a reveal for the new He-Man movie. It is going to be made by Amazon. I didn't realise they'd taken it over from Netflix. It's going to be directed by Travis Knight, who did Bumblebee, which is very promising. Screenplay is I think Chris Butler. I'm not sure what else he's done. But the synopsis is worrying. It says, Marvel's Universe introduces a 10-year-old Prince Adam who crashed to Earth in a spaceship and was separated from his magical power sword, the only link to his home to Eternia. After tracking it down almost 2 decades later, the synopsis explains, Prince Adam is whisked back across space to defend his home planet against the evil forces of Skeletor, but to defeat such a powerful villain, Prince Adam must first need to uncover the mysteries of his past and become He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Yeah, so it's been in development hell for about 15 years. Like literal development hell, where they've been paying people to write screenplays and do designs and things, and they spent about $30 million and it didn't get anywhere. We got fairly close. They did cast some guy who kind of was cute and had a friendly, so I kind of could have bought him maybe as He-Man with, he was a brunette and, maybe with a lot of makeup and work, it could have worked, but he was at the gym and they're all, writing articles and everything, and then that just evaporated. I mean, there've been a lot of versions over the years we've heard about. The worst one was, He-Man was going to be a army officer who crashes on Eternia and teaches the Eternians how to be warriors, basically, and then rules the planet because, of course, the American military, has to rule everything. Thankfully, that didn't happen. But this sounds kind of, it sounds like they're doing the opposite of the first He-Man movie, where they're going to bookend the film with Earth and probably spend most of the time on Earth when he's stuck on Earth, stranded on Earth, and then he's going to go home, rescue, Eternia, and then probably come back and return to like his real home or something. So it'll be a way to keep costs down by basing most of it on planet Earth, I'm guessing. But it's really getting frustrating as a fan of franchises where you keep seeing properties basically being just made into unrecognizable things because they don't want to pay the original writers or creators or designers for the original stories or looks, because that's what the fans want. But that means they have to spend more money and they have to lose a cut of their merchandising. So they always do their own version of whatever franchise they bought the rights to, and no one really likes it because it's not what we expected or what we wanted to see, because those things have already been created by somebody else and they have to pay them to make them. So we keep coming into this problem. It's obvious in the Michael Bay films. It's become a thing with Star Trek as well. It's just so yeah, just basically not giving us the He-Man story. There was the original mini comic version where he was a barbarian who was given the power sword and the shield and the harness and everything, and that made him into a warrior. Then there was, of course, the Filmation version, and then we eventually were promised a sequel to that, and then we got Revelation and Revolution, which the designs are based on the toys, but the story itself deviated because they didn't have the rights to the Filmation series. Why does he have to be 10 years old? Why does he have to be human? Why can't he just be Prince Adam on Eternia, who turns into He-Man and fights Skeletor, and maybe spend some time with the characters and make some fun about it, instead of creating a big, different new story that the whole film will spend explaining it, and then we'll be promised a trilogy where something happens in the second film, and then if the first film doesn't make any money, you never get the second film, then we sort of have a nothing film where it's just about establishing the character, which we already know. We could start from him being He-Man and just having an adventure and fighting or something. It's just, I'm finding it impossible to have any optimism about this. I just want and I like the original film from 1987 with Dolph Lundgren. I like that film. I think it's severely underrated and people are far too cruel to it. But I just want to see the characters that I love in human form that basically look like those characters, even if they're, you know, refined and modernized and have more detail or whatever, but just be recognizable and see that story of He-Man and the Master Universe that I love on the big screen, not some other version so and so current producer can get more money because, you know, they don't have to sharing with the original creators or having to license anything other than the name or the brand. I'm just tired of it. It's just IP farming, and I don't know if this can have any heart or any purpose or any soul or just any use. But we'll see. We'll see.